We got the Saturday morning crew here. How's it going, guys?
Good, fellas. Good.
Great.
So anybody watching this, all the details are in the lower third of this video. This is a live call, 4:30 in the morning, Saturday the 27th. If you're watching it later, it is a recording. Rob Jenkins, the guy wearing the hat, just hit 30 days yesterday. 30 days. It's got him 90 hours in the morning. This whole idea is a lifestyle framework. And one of our commitments is scarcity, is not sharing every day, the journey of how you're making changes. And the whole idea was having people around you notice that you've put more into something, or you're hanging out more with the family, or you're more involved at that community event, or your friends. You've been nurturing those relationships in that evening time where you've taken those 3 hours that you've been doing work historically and putting it in the morning. So you're getting a lot of work done, like getting the business to the next level, get your relationship to the next level, whatever you got to work on it in the morning. So the question is, Rob, over the last 30 days, those 90 hours, what sorts of things have you got done?
So most importantly for me, and just with front loading, the day, I would have, these are little things that add up for me, but if the day rolls around and it's 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I wouldn't feel comfortable with any type of personal or professional development, reading or anything, because I knew that would take away time from the family. So I do get some of the personal and professional growth type of things that I feel that are important, and that includes, like, for getting up in the morning, the fitness part of it, then reading. I'm actually have time to, like, journal, practice scripts, anything, if it's a new business development strategy, business operational. And then, like, when I originally did this last year, when we did it, my focus was to really a moonshot idea. And I found that, I didn't have as much time for that. But what I did do is everything necessary so I wouldn't compromise family time in the evening, I did in the morning. And everyone's days are different, but the kids get started early. I still have a couple at home. My wife works; she's a teacher, so it really just was something where I knew I was getting a big head start on the day. And it could be a combination of business development, professional development, or personal development. But everything would be front loaded, and I didn't have any guilt in the evening. Which, growing up in the mortgage business since '94. Having my own business for 12 years, seemed like everything leaked. All business always leaked into the evening time. And now I get, I've had more comments over the last month in particular, being more intentional of, like, hey, you're around even more now in the evening time. And then I personally don't have any, of course I feel great about being around the family, but I don't have any, also guilt that I'm compromising anything with work and, income, building, having the income in the business. So it's more tying in all of the front load and everything. I feel really good about what's happening because I'm getting it done early in the day.
Rob Commadori, what do you think? He needs another 60 days to keep this thing going, right?
I need 60 days, or Rob needs 60 days.
I need 60 days.
Hey, man, he's at the beginning journey of nurturing, like scripts and things. And we know there, like in the mortgage business, there could be like a 90-day cycle of, getting things developed. So, yeah, you might need to sign up for another 60 days.
Hey, Rob Jenkins, I think you just got upsold.
Yeah, man. Well, somebody asked, when we initially last year wasn't 30 days. So, and then I just hit a bump in the road. It was, I just feel like this time it just came together. These are the tough things that don't necessarily fit into, like, what the challenge was, but I've developed some behaviors with, the kids. I mean, it's still like I'll have a little bit more time where their activities that they have they do run it to 12 o'clock at night. And so last night, I didn't get in bed until 11:45, 12, but I felt good. Not easy, but I felt, committed, I should say, to, I was up by 4:15, and moving. That would have not happened. So it's a Saturday. So today is one of the days where I have a truly dedicated 3 hours. There's no getting anything ready for the kids for the school week or my wife. So it's game on. I can really do, I could do anything that I wanted to, but mostly is just to advance the business along and take care of anything personal growth type stuff that I normally would not have time to do.
Hey, Rob, if I can ask you a question, and this probably goes for every one of us. One, are you going to celebrate? And two, what are you going to do to celebrate?
That's a good question. I don't know. My celebration was like, man, I just knocked out 30 days, of getting up, most of the time committing to being to bed. And, I never had a commitment to be in bed earlier. I was a night owl, 12:30, 1 o'clock all the time. Not as effective, clarity and being tired and just plowing through it. We're all sports guys. So that's just something where I can grind, I can do it. But there was more clarity and hearing Ron talk about his structure, being able to get up earlier, with having your son Flynn. That's awesome. It just made me think like, look, if he can do it, then I just have to continue to work on this because there's value behind it. So I hadn't planned anything to celebrate except I was like, hey, I got 30 days down. Awesome. My celebration is like, I'm going to do at least another 30 days. But my plan is I like having the edge of the additional time that I did not have before. So that's my celebration. That was my thought. Celebration.
What do you think, Ray? You think you should have like a big hummus burger?
Black bean burger.
Black bean.
There you go.
I got a bunch of leftover chili if anybody wants that.
Just ketchup.
Just catch up for the game tomorrow.
Yeah, I thought about maybe sharing something how on Facebook about Rob hitting 30 days. So
Thank you.
I'll probably do that.
Cool.
Anybody care to be tagged on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ron, I have a question for you. Like you with and or Rob and and Ray, but the original premise behind doing it was the lifestyle framework and getting additional business systems or the moonshot idea, right? Because I wanted to have my own brokerage again. With my own business versus I'm in the mortgage business. I have my own team, but I'm a team within a company. So
Sure.
That was the premise behind the additional premise behind it is working on the moonshot idea and a couple of things that tie into that. How for your lifestyle framework and everything, is it something where you go into the day I know the things that you do, but is that still a part of your focus with your aim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I 100%. I mean, that's my I'll finish my fourth book this year. I write my SEO articles, which is to a $15,000 a month value right now. So it's significant annual value that I've compound affected. I'm learning Spanish. I'm meditating. I'm going deep in our CRM, which is like a gold mine in our business. So I do all those things every morning. Plus, I do a lot of general admin stuff that saves me a ton of money in, whether it's employee or transactional fees too. That 3 hours is full on work for me.
Good stuff.
But I feel like in the past 4 years, I've had like like my second book I wrote, my third book I wrote. I had these like monumental, like, I mean, learning Spanish to me is monumental because I'm not thinking in Spanish, so it's very challenging. It's not coming along easy. Sí,
Comprende.
gracias. But what about you, Rob?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to say it might be a little different for me in a sense where, hold on a second, guys. Before I met Ron talking about all this stuff, I was getting up at 5, and I used to get up 4:30 years ago, and so where I need 3 hours every day to do what I normally do, and that is, I come in here, I sit down, I read scripture, I meditate, I journal, I plan my day, I write my notes, I work out. So those, and then I might do a shake or whatever, and then I'm off and at it. So I've been doing that 3-hour time frame for a while, and if it's less than 3 hours, I'm rushing. And so when I changed from 4:30 or 4 to 5:30, then I started rushing. So the big thing for me in this all this is I'm not rushing in the morning. Number one. Two, like Ron, you got me sold on the GPT thing. So I've been playing with that. So that's a big thing that I'm learning and starting to get comfortable with. And so if there's anything I got out of these last 30 days, it was the comfort with the chat GPT and the extra time not having to rush. And when you don't have to rush, there's a level of peace, right? Because I went to a Buffini seminar. He did the segment on hurry up sickness. So, I was a classic case of hurry up sickness. You got to hurry up and do this, hurry up and do that. Everything's hurry, hurry, hurry. So the big thing for me is that just extra little bit of time has allowed me to just do it at ease and focus more instead of saying, all right, let me just get this done. Just get it done. So now I'm more at ease with that. So I would say it's the big thing for me after these, for these first 30 days. And notice I said first 30 days.
And the other thing too, Rob, it's funny. I did so many things in the morning that I kind of like forget about them. I started a home improvement business, and we've been successful in making money. Got to pay some taxes. Tax time. Like I started a whole business. You can go to it, refresh.homes.com. I spent 6 months learning pay-per-click ads and how to write them more effectively on Facebook. Instagram connection there and and Google ads, like super deep to where I could write about it. Right. Like there's so many things. I did a consulting project with a company that paid me to help with their program. I actually renamed their whole platform. It's pretty interesting, funny story there. But yeah, I mean, there's so many things that I forgot about and didn't even talk about, but one of them was pretty major, was starting a home improvement business. Got my MHIC license, got that all set up, got the insurance, and most of that set up and getting the website and the billing system. And my partner gets up at 3:34, so our conversations are in the morning. So most of our business planning, he'll come over to my house. It's funny having guests over at the house when everybody's sleeping. And, we would spend an hour and a half like doing business stuff at my house. And that's before anybody wakes up. Nobody knows he was here.
Yeah. Well, Rob, you mentioned, Commadori, you mentioned about the hurry up. That's one of the key things. Always feel, I mean, we're all business professionals, so we're always, we're active and then you tie into the family and everything. But I feel like, if anything, some of the compound effect is that I've gradually felt less hurried. Like, okay, man, I got 30 minutes to work out. I got to do it. And oh my gosh, it's actually, I don't have 30 minutes. I got 22 minutes. The compound effect is I feel less hurried from that.
Right.
Right.
More spread out, like, right. Like you can just get a little minute or two to relax. I get a minute or two to relax between things. It's almost like a mini vacation for me.
Yeah.
Ray's like, man, that's a crappy vacation. If I go to bed at 7 o'clock, that feels like a vacation. Like 7 o'clock at night, I'm like, oh my God, I get another hour and a half extra to get in there before 4. But we hit our time. We went over our time. Congrats, Rob. I'll probably post something on
Thank you.
Facebook.
Congrats, Rob.
Yep.
Yep. Thank you very much.
See you guys in the morning.
Yep, it's good. I appreciate it.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Take care. See you.
See you.